What is good? People? What is good? I honestly am finding myself more and more interested in where the world is going to be headed with this Elden. Mostly because the characters are kind of weird, right? Like seeing the the way that they set up the future of this show was pretty smart in my opinion. I don't think that they could have done it any way better or when it comes down to just like the time travel aspect of what they were giving us because it was pretty clear that if what it was happening was going to happen, it would have messed up with the timeline quite a bit and more or less they just disclaim and get rid of it as soon as possible, pretty much saying that, you know, because of how it happened, the two people are the same, but they're not going to technically live the same outcomes, right? Like, they could end up doing everything that each other did, but there's a good chance that something different could happen now that they're um, coexisting. Now that the cosmos just has a way of bringing life into the world, kind of like that. I mean, it was literally a whole planet that was 50 years uh, in the past. So, for there to even be anything on there that leaves, it would ultimately become part of the present, which is what he pretty much said. Like, he is now a present version of himself from 50 years ago, just like how he is also a present version of himself that's 50 years older than that version of himself. So, very weird, yes, but at the same time, they went there and got it done and over with quite quickly, right? Like, there's like, you know what, this is how it is. If you don't like it, then now you know at least what we're going with. And I don't mind that. Excuse me. I don't mind that just because they explained it. They clearly wanted this to be something of a way of doing their own thing, right? Like they didn't want to clearly abide by the rules of if the past and all that stuff, which makes sense because it's very, very hard to write, I guess, in that like fashion, just to be writing in the sense of like, okay, now I have to abide by every law of time travel and different stuff like that just gets thrown out the window as soon as you decide to do it your own separate way. That's all I'm saying. So that's good. But the part that also was interesting was just his ability in general was to be able to like literally remake the ship as he is on said ship, right? Like he is making new parts, making it better than it already was by just being on said ship and using his ability. So that's pretty hype. And I'm also very curious into how far he can push himself. Like, how far can he upgrade a ship? Because now that they've been captured and they're on, I'm just gonna call it Urza's ship. Um, Maybe his ability is the thing that's going to save this ship and take it out of the weird monster stuff that's going on in it. I don't know, but seeing her as a skeleton was pretty weird, and I'm just curious as to where this is going as a whole. Let me know what you guys think. I am your boy, the MG, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.